The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
And welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
There's nothing funny about this week's episode number. We're just having fun here. We're just having a good time. Podcast. We gotta tell you what we do on it. Matt, what do we do on this podcast?
We go on the internet. And what do we do there? We look at reviews.
Whoa.
What's special about them? Possibly nothing.
Yeah, maybe nothing, maybe something. We'll see.
Usually they're a little weird, though, because people are a little weird.
I thought about myself, like, ironically laughing at that, but I found myself actually laughing.
That's great. We hope that's what happens to everybody listening to this.
Yeah, even if you start off laughing in an ironic, this isn't funny sort of way, then maybe that in your twisted Joker-fied mind that modern society has done to you, you'll start to laughing. But yeah, internet reviews, we find them, they're funny. Target.com mostly. But I got one from Amazon, I guess.
All right.
That's we get a couple from there.
Let it out of the gate.
This is an Amazon review for Anthony's Organic Ceylon Cinnamon Powder, 1 pound ground, gluten-free, no GMO, non-irritated, keto-friendly.
That Ceylon is the good stuff.
Oh, you are familiar, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff that tastes like cinnamon, you know what I mean?
Tastes like a cinnamon Pop-Tart, damn near. Brown sugar. Let's go. Dennis has this quick review, but I can't get it out of my head. He titles it, Damn Good. Dennis writes, a bit hard to get out of the bag and into a mason jar without a funnel. Got it all over the kitchen. Me and the cat. Cat doesn't mind, and she liked the taste. 5 stars.
Dennis, your world is just chaotic good.
He's really rolling with the cinnamon punches here.
I have so many questions from that short review. I guess maybe you just keep your spices in mason jars, yeah, Denny boy?
Cutesy shops at Target mason jar vibe in this Dennis kitchen, I think.
I want to visit the Dennis kitchen. It sounds pretty plush.
Yeah, they're like, wow. Did you harvest these spices yourself? So they're in mason jars, not plastic little things.
Did you peel the bark off that cinnamon tree and then grind it down, Dennis?
How do you remember which is which without the label? I'm reading those labels all the time, Dennis.
Yeah, it's shocking that he has mason jars, but he doesn't have a funnel.
Sure. Yeah, that you think standard practice for having a cutesy tootsie Target kitchen.
You know what they say when you're trying to, like, you want to pipe out some frosting on a cupcake or a cake, is you put it in a bag and you just snip the corner off.
Right.
So my guy, just snip the corner off that cinnamon bag and let it spout right into your mason.
Man, and you can even crack the top for the proper airflow.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. But all of that aside,
that may have saved all that. You're right. My guy. You're telling the truth, but if he did that, we wouldn't have this wonderful story of him and his cat.
His cat Puddles or whatever.
Yeah, getting up to Garfield-like mischief here.
Oh, well, I'm picturing the cutest little footprints and then just little piles of cinnamon everywhere.
See, I'm picturing sort of a cinnamon challenge gone wrong. The animals are infested as well. Don't let the cinnamon get to the zoo. Oh, there's an outbreak of cinnamon.
Yeah. Next thing you know, the gorillas are doing like the LeBron James hand clap thing with cinnamon, pounding it in their chest.
You don't want to get that cinnamon near the anteater, elephant, any sort of elongated schnoz.
You don't want it in their nose, no.
No, that's just a recipe for disaster. A fire hose of cinnamon snot flying up, hitting the city, hardening on children's legs. They just can't move. They're trapped to the ground. But they make a mean ginger snap.
Oh, get the Ceylon. Oh my goodness, yes.
Say less, Ceylon.
It's just good stuff. It's just good cinnamon.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask about the cinnamon. I'm not familiar with the different
it's like
breeds.
That Cinnabon cinnamon almost, where it's like it's got that extra bit of spice to it. Not like it's hot cinnamon, but like.
It's herbaceous. It's spicy in the actual spicy sense.
It's good stuff.
Cinnamon roll with the goo.
Anyway.
It's been too long. Yeah, you got anything before we go down that Homer Simpson rabbit hole?
No, I don't.
You have a review?
I do. I do happen to have a review from Google for Angelo Caputo's Fresh Markets, the South Elgin location. It's not too far from me. I went there. I bought some flowers once. It was a great decision. But I feel like Ryan N. has a different opinion of Angelo's. Ryan writes, "This review is for the restroom. Why is there only one darn toilet for the entire 200,000 square foot grocery store? And why is that toilet always occupied by some employee shirking work responsibilities? Waited 20 minutes just to leave the store in a hurry, abandoning a cart full of groceries, which was a better option than dropping trout next to the canned goods. Way to go, Caputo's. 1 star."
This is Angelo wrote this?
But it's Angelo's, the grocery store.
Yeah, and Ryan wrote
Angelo
this
Caputo.
Mr. Caputo. Why you gotta shit so bad at the grocery store?
Dude, you don't go to the store hungry, but you also don't go to the store on a full tank. If you catch my drift.
Right, I am not leaving the house for anything short of a quick trip when I'm harboring some payload, some weapons. I'm doing that on home turf at every opportunity. Unless I'm on the clock, then great opportunity. Like if Ryan here is shameless enough to go to the grocery store with taking a dump there on the grocery list.
Oh no.
You know Ryan's shitting on the clock too. So why
is he criticizing us?
Right. These hard-working employees here that just, God, they couldn't be, you try lifting boxes with a full set of guts,
You can't do it.
Yeah, you can't break down truck, no matter if it's salads or frozen. If you got some business to take care of, that's going to be a bad time for everybody.
And sometimes you just need a break, Ryan.
Yeah, right. And if those hardworking people take an extra 10 minutes to look at their phone, God help them. They're keeping America together. Those Angelo Caputo workers.
Darn straight.
And at some point it becomes a sanitary issue. You want workers working at your grocery store who just gotta take a dump?
They got leaky butts, leaky guts. You don't want that. They're sort of pinch-cheeked walking around produce. No.
Right. You want the guy at the berry patch, stacking the berries all nice and cute. You want
they need to be
him
able
to be
squat.
standing
they
weird.
Need to be able to reach up above their heads. They need to do all sorts of calisthenic moves.
What are you going to do? You go up to grab a blueberry and you see their face and they're turning blue and they're just, they're doing the breathing, the heavy through the nose breathing.
Yeah, every willpower nerve is just like tiny armies down at their rectum hold, brothers.
Oh, and that's just that situation, but in the meat department making some sausage for everybody. That just would be torture.
Asking for death. asking for certain death.
I don't want my hometown grocer employee dying of a ruptured something on top of my sausages.
Being in Fart Central.
Right. That's what the bathroom's for. You just get all the farting done in there. Then it doesn't have to touch your products.
I don't know if Ryan's exaggerating when he says there's only one toilet for the entire store.
I think they gotta mean toilet, like
bathroom,
the room, the restroom. What do people from Illinois call it? Washroom,
powder room,
the trough. There's got to be a trough somewhere.
Right next to the pasta salad. Hot bar, cold bar, piss and trough.
I mean, if it's really a huge grocery store, and there would be a lot of employees working there, and I know bosses, most of all, love to poop on the clock at grocery stores from experience. So there's gotta be. If that truly is, I don't know. I feel like they just found the employee restroom and they didn't bother having a look, asking somebody where the restrooms are,
where the public restroom is. Blinded by tears of needing to take a dookie, stumbling around the workroom. It's locked.
I know my boss at the grocery store would sit in his office, tear apart an entire rotisserie chicken on his lunch break.
Oh, no.
And then take a couple hours later, a second lunch break situation in the John.
Out with the old and with the new.
And that was just sort of his ritual. He wasn't going to have one toilet and someone else interrupting his time. I'm thinking of my hometown grocery store. They had a whole, section. You walk to a whole different world to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? You ever go to the mall? It was like in the mall where you just
yeah, there's a little, lobby.
There's a lobby. There's, you go through, a labyrinth to get there.
Yeah, you go down some hallways.
Yeah, you go down, you're like, the bathroom's this way. You go down some winding tunnels to find, a nice lobby with some mist being sprayed upon the air, elevator music playing. And that was just at a little bumpkin grocery store. I just can't imagine. No. There's more going on here.
I also can't imagine having gone to the grocery store, shopped for some time. He says he's waited 20 minutes, and then he left. And he left his cart full.
What?
You don't trust those Caputo's workers to beep, 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 get you out of there in 5 minutes so you can race your little butt home?
How full was this cart? How full are you filling your cart?
What do you got in there, Ryan?
How long were you planning on leaving this full cart outside the bathroom to... And why? I don't know. Why? It's really not computing to me here that he's got a full dumper, all right? And he gets to the grocery store and he doesn't say, let me take care of this before
the
chores.
He said, check that item off first.
Right, that's first on my list. If I got some work to do, no matter how menial, leaning lackadaisically on a cart and filling it up. I would have made that decision. I have to go home and poop long before my cart was full, I guess is all I'm saying. Some people, I just don't, everyone's body's different, but I really don't understand people's poop logistic thinkings. I feel like I got it all in control. I've been doing it for 31 years.
There's a word for it called regular. So it is. You can kind of, I was set your clock to it.
Right, and of course I have nothing but sympathy for IBS sufferers and likeness, but,
I don't.
I know Ryan ain't got that, because if he did, he'd have his shit under control, you know what I'm saying?
At least he would have been writing about, I have IBS and I had to stand and wait.
Right, he would have been pulling that card, but... No, this is just an irresponsible pooper here, folks, and we don't tolerate that. We don't tolerate that. Since you got a bit of a hometown thing, I Oh, I got a hometown-ish one for me, not too far from my spot is from Yelp, the Brickhouse Craft Burgers and Brews from De Pere, Wisconsin.
Okay. Ooh.
The half bar, the half fancy burger restaurant that everyone should indulge in every now and then. And some nice meat. You get to pick what fancy cheese you get. But let's listen to this review here by William B. Elite 2023. They write, I want to like this place more, but nothing really stood out. The service was meh. The presentation and burgers was lacking, and there was inconsistencies in the fries. One plate had fresh, so greasy that they left a puddle fries, while the other place had cold old fries. The brioche buns are good, but too large for their single patty burgers. I like the pickle tray / plate as an addition to the meal. I'd give this place another shot in hopes that this was a sporadically lacking visit. The building is a nice old style De Pere establishment. 3 stars. And then a picture of pickle tray.
Ooh.
Let me send that pickle tray pic over. I think that's important to the whole vibe here.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, that's a bit more. They ran out of their fancy pickle tray plates, so maybe this was an off night. Maybe William was coming after a hell of a rush, because usually they got the section plates with the different pickles to sample.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting just like a saucer full of sliced butter pickles.
Right, that's like if you ask for a side of pickles and you're like, I want a side of pickles. I don't care if you charge me.
Oh, okay. We got a plate full of pickles.
But no, usually they got the fancy little second, this is sweet and sour, this is sweet and spicy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It's a little more fun, because you're going to get such a heavy meal coming. You don't want the bread. You're going to eat the bread. The brioche. You get some little picks. But I think we got to talk about, there's 2 things on my mind from this review. The fry situation.
Yeah.
And the weird mention of the building style.
Okay. Let's start with the start.
With the fries, yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
One plate had fresh so greasy they left a puddle, while the other had cold old.
Why don't you mix them Johns together?
Oh, yeah, that's just, we're talking about how we got them liberal arts science. We got liberal arts degrees. We did some science. That's just how heat works. You put the cold next to the hot, they trade like yin yang style. Yeah. The cold gets a little hotter, the hot gets a little colder. Everyone's happy. The greasomes get a little less greasomed.
Maybe dash of salt. Let that salt sort of soak it up a bit.
Nothing better than some grease-soaking salt in the heart of Wisconsin.
My God, yes.
I also happen to know that this is a spot that specializes in poutine.
Oh.
And I don't think I'd be mad at some soggy sog fries, some hot sog bubbling up and melting that cheesums. I kind of like that.
Get some stuff on them fries.
Yeah,
Spice it up.
Spice
Tease
it up.
it.
And they got like the poutine of the month. Every restaurant should have poutine of the month.
That is insane.
So just a middling 3-star review, but don't worry, the building's cute.
We got some architecture notes here.
The building looks like all the other buildings in the neighborhood. Pretty sweet.
That matters to some people and to some extent. It's gotta.
I kind of don't like the building. I kind of like it better on the inside.
I want some notes on that then.
I don't know. It's just a regular ass building. It could be any building to me. But inside, it's kind of nice. It's got the double decker. It's got, I don't think it's a Wisconsin restaurant with 2 stories unless the railing is just like seemingly whittled from a big log. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the mark of a good Wisconsin restaurant. It's like, ooh, someone whittled this. Probably not, but if they really tried hard to make it look whittled.
Oh, yeah. Look at the knobby wood. Ooh.
We love a good knobby wood. Before we talk any more about pickles, you want to just take a little break?
Sure. Let's dive into a break ski. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Reviewer Redux. What's that? Where has this segment been for the longest time?
You know, it's always, I'm sure it's been a long time, because I feel like it's been a long time.
It feels like it's been a long time.
Right. If it was actually close, I would have been like, that's incredibly close. But if it feels like a long time, it's been years.
It's at least been months.
Sure.
So, binge listener, you can call us out on it. Go to reviewparty.com, send us an email, or find us on Instagram at reviewparty.com. Let us know we're idiots.
I know there's segments that we have totally forgot about.
There's gotta be
left in the dust. Yeah, I want to re-listen and find some of them sometime. But anyway, tell me about this.
We're paying a visit to our friendly Google reviewer, Erica Hey Sunshine G. You might remember Erica as the Google reviewer who said, "This is a lovely park, but also, by the way, if you practice Reiki or, or any of these other spiritual arts, this place is dark and needs protecting. So get over here." She was also someone who said there was a burning smell in a hotel that smelled like burning flesh. She's kind of like a free spirit. She's an interesting young lady. Always with something interesting to say. So I've got a couple of reviews from her here. This is Erica's review for an IHOP. Zooming out. This is in Chubbuck. Chubbuck, Idaho. It's north of Pocatello. So that's local for her.
An American, a gem of the American landscape.
Yeah. Of IHOP, Erica writes, "Good service. Friendly, quick. Food was hot and delicious. However, they were out of everything I was craving, of course. And I learned they do not make nor serve biscuits and gravy. I'm dumbfounded. Is it not a breakfast restaurant? I don't know, but frustrating and hungry because now I had to find something hopefully on the menu and in stock. 5 stars.
But still the 5-star review for that much meandering complaining. Come on.
Yeah.
What was it worth? You're
Erica
just
keeps
listening
it real.
to self-talk, I guess.
Yeah, she's a local guide, like level 7, I think. Yeah. I don't even know what that means. So
sometimes those local guides just like to hear themselves yap, don't they?
Should there be an expectation of any place that serves breakfast having biscuits and gravy?
That's what I was getting to. I like biscuits and gravy as much as the next guy, which is, a kinda.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Sure. But, I don't know. I don't go to... McDonald's is a dinner restaurant. I don't expect them to have filet mignon. Not that that's the same level, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not going to be dumbfounded that... like, what? They didn't have pancakes or waffles or something.
You don't have breakfast lasagna? Well, this is a breakfast restaurant.
You don't have a Scotch egg? Excuse me? Do you know what a Scotch egg is?
Yeah, it's one of those British, like, deep fried
yes. Yeah. Oh, my
beef
God.
egg. I fucks with it.
It's so good. But I wouldn't be dumbfounded if IHOP was like, we've never made nor served any of those.
It's sort of vice versa. I would just be pleasantly surprised if they had
You
that.
probably shouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be wanting to try the exotic IHOP menu. Biscuits and gravy is almost far enough away that I'd be scared.
Yeah, that gravy. Who knows how long it's been sitting on the stovetop curdling.
Bubbling, and the film on top. Oh, I do not like a film on top of
why don't you cut the corn off a fresh bag there, and maybe I'll give it a whirl. Speaking of McDonald's, here's a McDonald's review, also in Chubbuck, Idaho. Erica writes, great food as always, fast service. Mistakes are corrected. Staff is super helpful for rebellious folk that like the good old-fashioned way of ordering. There'll be more on that later. I was confused by that at first, but now it makes sense because I've read the whole review. But so grateful McD's remembers us and keeps the option for us. Restaurant is always clean, but where's the kids' gym? Weird that she calls it a gym. It's weird to see a McDonald's without one. Sunshine emoji, heart emoji. I rarely eat fast food. Very rare. When going to McDonald's, I'm always blindsided by the technical changes. It's quite confusing for a newcomer. I say newcomer, although I've been to McDonald's perhaps twice a year for the past 9 years. Each time I walk in, I forget about the app, then a kiosk where I choose my food and pay. What's the sense of an employee at the counter? I know why, because of newcomers like me completely overwhelmed. And now I've got a crowd of people waiting behind me. Oh my goodness, I'm holding up the line again. Oh wait, they're not in line, they're waiting for their food because they's smart ordering on the app or the kiosk. Ho hum. The way they do things tech-wise is pretty cool. I'm old-fashioned, but I like to get a bargain on my dollar, so I downloaded the app. 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't describe a 5-star experience at McDonald's to me at all.
No, it doesn't. I don't mind. I don't mind going up to talk to the high schooler who's working at McDonald's and saying, "Give me a burger, please. Shamrock shake, medium."
Right. I don't really care either way at this point.
Yeah, I don't get in McDonald's much either, Erica. But
I don't hear you listing the exact amount of times per year. Listen, everyone, I've only gone 2 times a year. They just thought in their head, what's the most appropriate healthy person amount to go to McDonald's?
Probably about 2 a year. Well, that's 9 years. You don't want to say 10 years because that's like how old are you?
Right. You didn't indulge in 3 or 4 times a year, once a season in your early 20s, like we all are prone to do.
Yep. I know I did.
The colors have changed in the leaves. Perhaps it is time to enjoy a $1 apple pie once again.
McDonald's, you got a pumpkin shake? You got a eggnog shake coming up? Anything like that? You got a special Christmas pie I can have?
So yeah, summer kind of sucks for seasonal. We're entering good seasonal food season again.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go back to your McDonald's. The fucking gym. Who hasn't seen a McDonald's without a place in it? I've seen more McDonald's without them than with them.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see it that way, but
sure.
Or when you see one that used to have one and now it doesn't, something like that. You're like, what?
Yeah, it becomes a chic McDonald's.
Yeah, just the chic gentrification of McDonald's.
I kind of like gentrified Taco Bell. Nothing beats the 90s, Technicolor triangle aesthetic, but a gentrified Taco Bell is kind of good.
Maybe
gentrified McDonald's ain't it. Oh, you've never been to a gentrified Taco Bell?
I don't know. I haven't been to Taco Bell inside in a couple years at least. So maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't.
Yeah, when you see one of those fancy Taco Bells on a ride home from work, you give it a shot. Usually,
I'll do it.
They squirt the nacho cheese in there just right.
Okay.
They got those new high-end, high-caliber digital cheese squirters.
That sounds awesome.
But, I don't want to encourage anyone to have fast food more than twice a year, so we'll do the next review. Yeah. But I guess IHOP isn't fast food. That's the other part. Okay. I'm good now.
The final one, because this one is a she winds a tale here. This is for the Arizona Inn, a motel in Kingman, Nevada, southern Nevada, just out there in the hills and all that. Of the Arizona Inn. Why is it the Arizona Inn if it's in Nevada?
It's kind of like when Texas Roadhouse. I don't know if in Green Bay we got the, what is it? It's like called the Chicago Pizza Pub.
It's totally in Arizona. I'm just blind. It's all just brown out there. I can't distinguish the state lines.
Yeah, us northerners can't. All that sand, it messes with our eyes.
Google's base map is very, very illegible. Erica writes, this hotel needs an update, an upgrade, and pest control service. Perhaps, yeah, she's coming out with fists flying. Perhaps a nice decorative iron fence around the hotel. There is homeless walking through the hotel all night. They walk along the halls while renters sleep, looking for anything dropped on the ground, and cigarette butts. The park right across the street is nice during the day, but at night is active with the homeless getting high, hanging out drinking, then a drunk fight. We were only there one night. I don't know if these are nightly occurrences involving homeless population. I can speak of my personal experiences and adventures. I became a friend with one of the homeless guys. He asked for a cigarette. I gave him a couple and just started talking. My travel mates were sleeping. I slept the entire day in the car. There was no way I could sleep that night. So instead of keep waking them going in and out, I stayed out all night. Probably not wise, but it was adventurous. The location of Arizona Inn is near a few historical sites, museums, and next to a park. There's a flash flood watch. There's a flash flood watch. I don't know if it's a typo. Is flash flood wash? Let me time out. Like the wash of where the water goes.
There's floods flashing and washing about, and we're watching for one.
There's a flash flood watch. The Arizona Inn was built next to. No, it's got to be wash. It's got to be where the flash flood washes into. So, taking it again. There's a flash flood wash the Arizona Inn was built next to. I was out taking a walk. I came to the bank of the flash flood wash. The light of my flashlight was penetrating an object that absorbed the light, returning a bright, bright glow. I picked up the small object. I couldn't believe it. A crystal. A quartz crystal. Flash floods had come through just hours prior to our arrival in Kingman. I found a basket full of all types of minerals and stones. It was awesome. Please never enter a flash flood wash. I stayed on the bank. I didn't go into the flash flood area because I know that a wall of water can suddenly appear without warning. There would be no time to escape. Never enter a flash flood wash. So my only night there was quite eventful. I figured out something fun to do throughout the night. My homeless friend was cool. Homeless people are just like you and I. They are not scary. They just don't have a home. It's cooler at night to be roaming around. Most of a town's population is home and or in bed. Homeless are bullied, treated cruelly by the public, so they stay hidden, out of the sun and away from people, and at night it's cooler and less populated. Say hello to a homeless person. You got some snacks or a sandwich with you from your travels, maybe a bottle of water or soda, a smoke? Offer it. It might be the first drink they had that day or the first bit of food in their stomach that day. You can replace what you give away. Thank you. The photos of the hillsides as we enter Kingman, I didn't photograph the hotel or the wash, but I do have the stones and crystals of what I found, brought them home. I will take pictures and post them soon. So yeah.
We really got to have the journey of homeless people are terrible to homeless people are good.
That was so weird.
With the sidebar, I found some magic crystals.
And also, don't enter flash flood areas. There's
a lot of terrible things you should not do that they're doing in that review.
Erica, you're fearless.
You shouldn't make friends with homeless people. Sorry, homeless people. I am so... Again... Review party is sympathetic with the unfortunate, but you don't know them. You don't know what they're capable of. You just can't, and it's just stranger danger as much with anyone else. You can't do that. You can't, when choosing between a hotel room that is like locked and there's like security cameras in the hotel with your friends, or sleeping in the fucking car where apparently like homeless people, Burning Mans are going on around all over this neighborhood. You shouldn't do that.
No.
And you shouldn't in the middle of the night when you need why does she have a flashlight? Why is she going a flashlight exploring?
At night in floodwater land.
Spelunking for magical crystals. She's lying. All of this is a lie. This is what...
There are pictures of the hill Okay. I can kind of see there's it's like a dry riverbed that's next to the hotel. So it must be where when they get rain, the water goes sloosh.
It's embellished truth. She saw one homeless person looking for like old room service, and it was like they're everywhere. She saw like one homeless guy outside. She saw one guy who was kind of dirty because he got off of work, and it was like, it's a homeless army. And then she gave someone a cigarette, and she's like, oh, homeless people are my best friends. And then she was outside and thought, wouldn't it be cool if I found a magic crystal in the water? And then that thought became so powerful that it resubmerged. I found a crystal in the water. It glinted. It was amazing. My fairy godmother carried me into the water, and I had fish gills, and then my flashlight beam saw a giant fish, and I punched it, and a crystal popped out, just like Pac-Man. 5 out of 5.
Oh, did I even say? I think she gave it 3 out of 5.
Oh, she gave it 3? What?
Yeah.
She loves
After that amazing experience. She started off hot. She was like, it needs a new design. It needs pest control. But listen about this adventure.
Listen, I don't know. Apparently she fucking loves homeless people, and this seems like some sort of homeless people mecca. So I don't know what's 3 stars about it here. I guess sleeping in your car, that's our own damn fault. Gian learned that quartz. And what is quartz? Let me see what attributes quartz. Does that give you like clarity or anything? Because she ain't got none of it.
She didn't. It didn't imbue her with anything.
Right, any sort of positive energy. I'm looking at scientific. I need less credible sources here, Google. Okay, is that all we got for this Redux?
Yeah. That's a review of Redux of Erica, Sunshine G, our wandering mystic.
Speaking of wandering transients travel, this review was funny, and it's from a place we like to visit called Yelp Japan. Yatta. This is for the Haneda International Airport, just outside Tokyo, Japan. Akita is like the big, most people come to Japan on that one. Haneda is kind of like it's like the other one.
Okay.
It's the other one.
Sort of O'Hare / Midway sort of deal.
Right, exactly. But don't take it from me. Take it from Mark N.T. Elite 2023. They wrote this one back in 2011. Sort of an origin story to the Yelp Elite here, maybe. They write, when I went back to Japan, I landed at Haneda Airport. Their airport was so clean. The immigration procedure was very quick and well organized. I walked around the food court. The theme was traditional Japan. It made me feel like I was walking in the 19th century. Sadly, the food was too expensive for me. I could not try anything. Anyway, I found a replica of the Nipponbashi Bridge. It was gorgeous. I love Narita, which is another airport in Tokyo, but Haneda's food court creates old-fashioned Japan. Arigato. 5 stars.
You can't afford the food at the airport. You shouldn't be in Japan. What's going on?
My guy posted a picture. I'm just seeing this now of a menu sort of ad for the chicken salt ramen. It looks delicious. 1,080 yen. That is $10.80. Probably less than that USD.
That is so reasonable for that.
For an airport food? How much you playing at? Speaking of O'Hare, I had like a $20 Cuban sandwich there one time.
It is nuts. Yeah, you want a muffin? $8.
Oh yeah, God forbid you want a water bottle or something. Where
did this muffin come from?
It had to go through customs and back or something. That's premium. The idea that they created, or what Haneda's food court creates old-fashioned Japan.
That sounds cool. I'd like to see it. And then I don't know if I'd eat, but I wouldn't complain about prices. I know airport food is going to be expensive, but again, that doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah, it seems kind of cute, but did you come to Japan to see the tourist replicas in the airport? Or did you go to actually see some some old Japan. It's
Right.
everywhere there. It's
Once
that's
you
the
land-
coolest part.
Get out there.
Just you can leave the airport and have even more Japan.
There's probably a lot of it to see.
There's, I'm told, up to 10 times more Japan than there is in Haneda Airport. Food included. That's cheap compared to if he's visiting Tokyo. 1080 for ramen. You ain't gonna beat that, my guy. This person didn't eat their whole trip to Japan. They just ate old-fashioned Japan. Arigato. Delicious. And, oh my god, he's got a picture with like a freaking baseball stadium mascot. He's got a Cubs hat on.
My guy.
You going to, how much is a freaking hot dog at a Cubs game? More than that delicious big hearty bowl of ramen, I'll tell you that.
Probably $11 maybe.
Yeah. And the lukewarm beer, 12.
Oh. No, I don't drink beer, hot or cold. But just the smell of it.
Just the trough smell. You know, the troughs keep coming at old Wrigleyville, I've heard. They don't stop coming. You got a quick review?
I got a quick one. Just in the same area of Erica's review, I saw there was a Carl's Jr. and I was like, there's probably gonna be something there. Literally the first one, I'm like, that's good. Yep. This is right near Route 66. I'm gonna set that as like a, just so we all know.
Sure.
Route 66
it's one of those Carl Jr.'s.
And Interstate 40. I don't know what that is, but some big roads. So here's this Google review for Carl's Jr. in Kingman, Arizona, from Gold Dog. Gold Dog writes, great place to sit under the lone shade tree while you wait for your planet-killing Tesla to be charged. It's like going to Woke Fest in the parking lot. Everyone is too snobby to even go inside and wait, let alone eat an ice cream or grab a burger. If only this was a Whole Foods or Trader Vice. Oh well. 4 stars.
So this person's real mad that these people with electric cars don't want to go inside Carl's Jr.?
There's a Tesla charging station in the parking lot, and he just seems to be upset that people
it's like a rest
are using it. Yeah, it's literally just off the interstate. Historic Route 66 is right there.
Probably a blessing for people driving cross country with electric cars.
Absolutely. What's the hang up?
I have a piece of shit car and I don't want to go into Carl's Jr. Well, you know, I think that there's not a sort of class. I don't even think this is classism. This is just like if you have an electric car, you're woke, and then you can't enjoy the simple things like me, like a Carl's Jr. burger.
And I don't know that Teslas are necessarily woke.
Yeah,
are they?
Elon Musk is kind of a jackass.
Yeah, like Tesla's tarnished more and more as the years go by, and in many people's eyes,
they got discontinued in China because too many people are fucking dying off of the one pedal mechanic thing going on in those. You know that there's no brake pedal; it's just one that when you let off, it brakes automatically.
What?
Yeah, so you can't slam brakes. You just have to like let your pedal off and hope it stops soon enough.
Okay, that makes me uncomfortable.
No, especially driving where we live in the north. Man. That is asking to slip and slide.
Oof. No thanks.
I wouldn't be cussing that. If I saw some people charging their Teslas at a Carl's Jr. when I was getting a burger, I wouldn't be like, the bourgeoisie.
Dude is grumpy.
What do you think he got at Carl's Jr. that was so these people needed to experience so badly to fix their lives?
Google review expanded. You know how sometimes they do that if it's a hotel or a restaurant. Service, takeout, meal type, lunch, price per person is $1 to $10. Food gets a 4. Service gets a 4. Atmosphere gets a 3, but he's complaining that people are staying in their cars. Okay, come on. Recommended dishes, burger.
So you just got a burgie. You don't think these people with electric cars have had burgers better, worse, as good as Hardee's. They've been there, done that, bro. They're in America. They've had some burgers, dude.
Yeah. They don't need Carl's Jr. ice cream.
Is this the type, like, does he think that if they're charging their electric cars and not, like, paying the burger tax? Like, if you charge it, or do you have to go in and buy a burger as, like, a tax or something?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks they owe it to Carl to get in there.
Listen, Carl is a child. He named his restaurant after him. Go buy some fries. Buy some breakfast biscuits. I think Carl's Jr. has biscuits and gravy. To bring it all full circle, that's reviewparty.com. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
169. Nice. We got new episodes of this podcast every Tuesday, Reviews Day. Yay. So check it out every Tuesday morning if you'd like to send in a review to be funny with us so we can be funny at it, whatever. Reviews. Send them in to reviewparty.com and gmail.com. Include your name. We want to give you the credit.
If you want to send us things other ways or let us know that we're idiots other ways, you can find us on social media at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, at reviewpartypod on the planet-killing Tesla owners X, Twitter, whatever. I see so many articles that are like, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Come on, I just call it one or call it the other. You don't need to do that I know. I'm reading the news. I know what's happened.
Yeah, it's just that, hey, we're not making content because this is content that people need to see. We're making content because people are searching Twitter and X, so we need our foot in those clicks. Dribble.
Or you can take your clicks to reviewparty.com. Click that place up. Click it to get to the blog. Click it to get to all the episodes. Click it to find the shop. Click it to just have a grand old time at the Grand Ole Opry.
The more you click it, the more we're going to make stuff that's, it's only clickbait in the sense that you should read it because it's good.
Yeah.
We will never write an article titled, X or Twitter, what should you call it?
And we're going to write something that reads, so it turns out we've all been blah, blah, blah the wrong way.
So it turns out we've all been wearing bucket hats wrong this whole time. Is there other social medias? No, you said that.
Letterboxd, my friends.
That's right.
Just at Review Party.
Get on there. And follow Matt's Yelp, too. Might as well plug Matt's Yelp. What is it?
If you go to the link in our Instagram bio, I think I have it linked there.
Oh, perfect. Boom. Go to Instagram, click on all that stuff. Your life will be so fucking enriched. What is even more enriching? Nosebleeds. They're jam, bread for breakfast. You've heard it throughout the episode. They let us use it because they're cool. If you want to hear more songs like that, better songs even, amazing songs that'll blow your mind, search Nosebleeds on Spotify. Wow. Search on YouTube too, but that's just kind of what we say. Speaking of, just subscribe wherever you're listening. Subscribe, leave stars, that helps us out. It's huge. Just one little clicky goes a long way. That's more than enough talking. I have a finisher. I'm just gonna click this one. This is from Amazon for the Trudeau Toss and Chop Salad Tongs. It's a salad tongs that's also scissors.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, so you can, you get some bite-sized kale going, I guess. JDS titles it Great for Chopping Salad. They write, my daughter asked for this for Christmas. She loves salads but hates big pieces. These tongs allow her to get the pieces into smaller size that she likes. 5 stars.
That they do. I made a big salad. You look like a fool trying to eat a big old leaf.
You look like you're trying to eat a tree star, long ass neck brontosaurus over there, Littlefoot looking ass.